unmuting.
Oh.
All right, let's go ahead
Alright,
and switch
let's
over. Boop.
this.
Oh, hang on. This work?
Last
Nope.
hold on.
Yep. Sorry.
Hold on.
Let me go ahead and fix this.
We are professionals.
Bullshit.
There we go. All right. Let me go ahead and shrink this down to size. Fit to screen. And then just shrink over here. Do. All right. Okay, you should be able to see it on the stream, yeah? All right. So, let's go ahead and start the day by grabbing some of our supplies. All right. What was it that I was in the middle of? Was I in the middle of anything?
You were in the middle of making a shit ton of libido potion.
Well, that too, yeah. Reach a popularity level of 15. That is literally the only thing left in the book. And if I do that, I would get 2 achievements at once. So, I need to enlarge a certain part of my body. Do you have anything I can rub on it? Terror Bud. I want a potion made with this ingredient. I want
Okay,
I
the
want.
fact that he wants to fucking enlarge something while rubbing on it, yeah.
I want a potion that's not overly complicated. If there are no more than 2 types of ingredients to the potion, I'll pay extra. Bloodthorn. I'll pay extra if this ingredient is the main ingredient in the potion. Okay, so he wants specifically made with Terror Bud and Bloodthorn. Alright, and... That's gonna be all the way over there. Alright, Terror Bud, and... how much do I have for Bloodthorn? Oh yeah, I've got I've got plenty of Bloodthorn, and I've got plenty of Terror Bud, so it's just a matter of. And I did find out that the salts do not count as ingredients in themselves, so. Uh.
Okay, can I do my recap now?
Yes, Daddy.
Well, last time we all came together, we took care of Gawain and frickin' rolled twice in his savior class, serving up into a pack.
Yep.
But we sadly lost Hakuno to Seraph. Shooter.
Okay, Bami,
You lost
Yeah?
the waifu.
you're getting this man, Cinemas and Vouchers, on the Mother's Fate series. There we go.
Okay.
This 6'2" bunny man who can probably German suplex you if he puts his mind to it. Am I wrong though, Silver?
Nope, that's what makes it funny. Sometimes I laugh because it is funny, because it is true.
Where in the... Oh, there it is.
Let's see.
Right.
Let's get a little bit of that.
What is this game again, Silver? Potion Quest?
Potion craft.
Potion craft. Yeah, Kojin just DM'd me, by the way.
Yeah.
And, well, he's gonna be away from Discord for a bit. He needs
He's-
to go, clear his head.
Yeah.
Kojin, if you're watching this, take all the time you need, man. We'll be here if you choose to return eventually.
Let's see. Okay, so do this right. Alright, now, if I do this right...
And we have a Wild Michael sighting.
Oh!
Oh, I was
Hey,
just
Michael.
gonna bring it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's see.
California's favorite Lapine Space Sheriff son, Michael Luckfoot.
Wait, what did you call him?
Lapine.
Lapine. That's how you pronounce the word? Okay.
Yes, lapine. Like lupine or vulpine.
Ah.
So basically, now I have a California Bunny Daddy.
In a manner.
Well, welcome to Koki, where she calls everything daddy.
Hey,
And when
could
she
be worse.
says everything, she means everything.
Let's see. Life salts. There we go.
Why the hell do I have so many damn windows open?
You could be a
Yes.
woman. You could be a minor. I'll still like. You'll
Whoa,
still.
whoa, whoa.
like,
Preferably
whoa,
not
whoa,
a minor.
Phrasing, Froggo.
No, as in.
All right, you're on the show. I hear you.
No, you don't get it. When I say minor, I mean you could be like 16 and I'll still call you daddy. Especially.
Okay. That's a little bit better, I think.
Not
No,
really.
Not really.
when I want to say somebody that's like really like young, I would just say a freaking preteen.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Let's
Nah.
move on from that.
Let's just stay away from that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But if I want to call something minors in general, I would call them all beasts.
Beast is fine.
You know what?
Because let's see.
I'm gonna let it slide.
Because
toddlers
let's face
like
it, kids are beasts when they're young.
Because toddlers like to projectile vomit everywhere.
And let's not even...
I just spent an hour at my sister's washing some laundry. Can I confirm toddlers are a nightmare?
And let's not even talk about 7th and 8th graders.
Oh dear lord.
Ha! Try a high schooler, because that's what my oldest nephew is.
Oh, no. 7th and 8th graders are the worst.
I should know. I was one of them.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, but I doubt most 7th or 8th graders end up having Nova powers implanted to them when they were put in the children's
No. I mean, in real life, I was one of those nightmares.
Yeah.
I get that, but
Quite frankly,
never mind.
If I quite frankly, I think that if I call the toddler daddy, the toddler might think that we're playing house.
Oh,
Eh,
That might make sense.
fair point.
yeah.
All right.
For reference, my oldest nephew is turning 15.
Whew. Perfect haggle.
All right.
Next year, he's gonna be driving.
Everyone get off the road.
Look, these are Connecticut roads. There are worse people to be on the roads than my nephew.
Yeah, I can confirm.
Game 3.
Okay, let me see if I understood this right. You're gonna start driving for us?
No, next year my nephew is gonna be driving.
Okay, let's see.
Next year, my nephew's turning 16 and plans on getting his license around that time.
I mean, to be fair, from what I've heard from Richard, the traffic there is miserable.
Oh yeah, traffic in Connecticut is the worst. And then you have Connecticut drivers. Oh boy, Connecticut as a pedestrian.
Trust me.
So my sister, who has actually been driving, who actually knows how to drive, has it even worse.
Trust me. Northern Virginia, not much better.
Forrest, let's not forget you also
Oh.
get drivers from New York, you get drivers from Pennsylvania, and you get drivers from Massachusetts, and all three.
Okay.
Yeah?
Since you guys are new, since I'm new here, you mind if I tell you a bit about myself?
Sure.
Floor's yours, Mr. Luckfoot.
I was trying to complain about me being old, and it turned into me complaining about.
I'll wait till Seeker's done first.
Drake.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, I love how I was trying to complain about being old. Instead, it turned into me complaining about how shitty Connecticut drivers are. But yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna mute again.
All right, here we go.
I think Forrest is the youngest in our group.
Okay. Let the Lapine talk.
All right. So, I'm about 37 years old. I live in Valencia, California.
Okay.
I have a good-paying job at a, don't laugh, anyone, adult warehouse.
Oh!
Holy shit, someone is actually older than Richard. Richard has been dethroned. Richard has been dethroned.
Anyway, I've been getting into this new series on Disney Plus lately. X-Men 97.
Oh, yeah, I've been hearing so much about it.
Trust
Look
me,
at
if you haven't seen it, Silver, you should. It's a worthy continuation from the 92 series.
That good, eh?
So if it's so good, then why is it that a lot of people are getting triggered over their continuation of Star Wars then?
Because the people of Star Wars aren't handling it properly.
What he
Silver,
said.
you said it succinctly.
Yeah.
Anyway, to those that don't have Disney Plus or just don't want to pay for it, would you like me to give brief synopsises of each episode?
Very brief.
Shoot.
Go ahead.
All right. So it all starts off with Roberto da Costas being held by the Friends of Humanity for, as they put it, target practice.
Excuse
All
me,
right.
Mr. Michael. I have a question for you real quick.
Ask away.
Do you have any pets?
Oh, I actually have two. I have a very old Yorkshire Terrier by the name of Chaucer,
Aw.
and my stepmom has a cat by the name of Anastasia, or Annie.
Ooh.
Okay, you got those pictures and pets and animals. It's mandatory.
I really don't have any pictures on my phone or on my computer, but if I could, I would.
Chance.
Go ahead and get some when you get the chance.
I'll try.
Thank you.
May I continue?
Go ahead.
Right ahead.
So anyway, Roberto is rescued by Cyclops, Storm, and Bishop, and Cyclops finds out that these guys have Sentinel technology. Basically, they're repurposing it into these Mega Buster-like arm cannons. You're all familiar with the Mega Buster, right?
From the Mega Man games, yeah?
Oh, that's what they're called. Okay.
You're in a call with Remy.
Okay.
The Sir Kale Ninja here. The man I have affectionately referred to as the Mega Man nerd multiple times.
Well, it's also because he has a robot fetish.
Moving on.
Moving on, yes, moving on.
Oh, my cat!
Anyways.
Oh, when I turned around.
Anyways, after Roberto is saved, the X-Men go and investigate this little turn of events by going to Gyrick, the man who's funded the old mutant registration program as well as the Sentinel program. Jean Grey, back at the mansion, uses Cerebro to probe Gyrick's mind when Cyclops can't get the answers out of him. But in doing so... Huh?
Alright, so that's pre-onslaught then.
Yes, it's pre-onslaught. Anyway, she gets a premonition of thousands of mutant graves, as well as a master mold rising from the ground and destroying everything. So they have to find Trask in order to basically stop this whole thing from happening, hopefully. What follows is a pretty epic fight scene in a Sentinel graveyard, as it were. John can attest to it.
All right.
Yep. Yeah. Storm, she was cooking. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, she pretty much she glassed the sands in the desert near her and used a whirlwind to basically whip it up and shred the Sentinels into iron filings.
Dang.
Yeah. Storm is about that life.
Let's
And poor man's Oppenheimer said something pretty ominous.
While you mutants were holding hands, we were placing dominoes.
Oh, that does sound pretty ominous.
So afterwards, Cyclops and Jean Grey are basically discussing on whether or not they should leave the mansion and just, live their life, since they have a baby on the way.
Okay.
However, they get a strange reading at Professor Xavier's old room. And they find Magneto there, holding a book. The Last Will and Testament of Charles Francis Xavier.
Oh yeah, I think that bit was in the trailer.
Yep. Everything that he had built, his dream, the mansion, the team, now belonged to him.
I mean, makes sense.
And you want to know the craziest part about all that? This was basically ideological. You can't get any more ideologically separate between Charles Xavier and Magneto.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, Magneto subscribes to more of the Malcolm X way of protesting, where Charles was more the Martin Luther King.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And yet, they were still friends.
Yep. Even in battle, they were still friends, even though Magneto had some resentment toward him.
Yep, so Magneto having the last one testament of Xavier being the one to inherit it, that fun enough, that does happen in the comics. On M Day, I think it was M Day, Xavier was dying and he's like, "You will lead my students."
That makes sense. Anyway, so it turns out that Magneto is actually genuinely trying to change. He's genuinely trying to follow Xavier's old way. Even by granting the Morlocks, these mutants that lived in the sewers, asylum at Genosha.
Nope.
Of course, we all know that that the X-Men don't really trust Magneto yet.
Makes sense.
That's when the UN comes in.
Okay.
Led by one Dr. Valerie Cooper. Pay attention to that name. It's going to be important later on.
Oh god,
Now. Valerie says that Magneto has to face the face punishment for his crimes, from everything from here to Asteroid M.
Okay.
And Magneto goes on the condition that the mansion is left alone, because he is actually genuinely trying to change.
All right.
That's when we get our first taste of the parallels between our world and the X-Men world.
Oh boy.
Let me guess.
And Alpha Almighty, there are a lot of them.
The first parallel is, well, the Friends of Humanity aren't exactly happy with Magneto getting a fair trial. Sound familiar?
Yep.
That does sound familiar.
Anyone else?
Yep. Sounds familiar to me.
I'm talking to the other two here.
I'm listening. Yeah, it does. I'm sorry. I'm just in the middle of cooking.
Don't worry about it.
All right. The parallel is to the January 6th riot.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, really?
Well, the Friends of Humanity are pretty much MAGA. It makes sense.
If they were more irritating to deal with, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. Anyway, it turns out their leader, Carl Denty, is suiting up as an alias called the Executioner, and he's using a Genosian mutant control collar to basically fuel a neutralizer rifle. I bet you can all see where this is going.
Oh boy. Yep.
The X-Men do their best to fight off the Friends of Humanity. We also get to see Morph in action more often, and he does like these really cool cameo morphs.
Yeah, first one, round one against those Sentinels, he turns into Blob. Basically, what would happen if a large body and Big Shield Gardner fused?
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know the blob.
Nothing moves the Blob.
Yep.
Anyway, during the fight, Jean is going into labor, which leads to this funny exchange. It's coming! What is it? Is it Apocalypse? The baby! Oh, crap.
I saw a clip of that. I thought that was hilarious.
So
Scott,
anyway-
oh god.
So anyway, during the battle, Cyclops leaves, as well as Rogue, so they can help deliver
boy-
Jean's baby.
And everyone's favorite adamantium-fueled gremlin,
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Oh, I can only imagine what Logan does.
Yeah, Wolverine. How do we put this? Is good at what he does.
And it
What he
ain't.
does.
And what he does ain't very nice.
You can say what he does. We all know Wolverine has a body count in the thousands.
No. That's the line.
Anyway, we'll go through this like in two prong. At the hospital, a doctor is not going to deliver Jean's baby because it's probably going to be a mutant, and apparently he's worried that it will cause like some sort of time bomb effect. Can you say speciesist?
Mmm.
Well, I mean, I am a part of a species of Jotun that has been lost to the sands of time.
I.
Speciesist for sure, but also give this Jean Grey not entirely unfounded.
Yeah. Phoenix.
Jean Grey is the most powerful psychic.
Anyway, so Rogue has to use her powers to basically absorb the skills of a Tresian. I don't know how to pronounce it. A baby delivering doctor to basically help Jean get through this. And eventually, Nathan Charles Summers is born.
Oh, there he is, Nate.
Back at the UN, some of the Friends of Humanity have broken in.
Because, let's not mince words, they are the assholes of humanity. Not
Yep.
much different than the world government, as I brought up earlier today.
Yep.
Executioner prepares to fire his rifle at Magneto, but in a supreme act of sacrifice, Storm rushes in and takes the hit.
Which, well,
She
you
said
know
it
what those
herself.
callers do. It doesn't end well for our girl Aurora.
Yep, she loses her powers.
Oh, jeez.
And she looked like she was suffering.
Alright.
Magneto was enraged. And so he lifted the entire council of the UN and Executioner up into low orbit with him. And he gave this impassioned speech. bigot, ingrate, sycophant, worm. So small I could smite you with a step. There was a time I would have I would smite you for what you have done to Storm. But Charles has trusted me with his dream. And he wants me to remember this view of the earth. And how large it truly is, as opposed to how small we make it. I am trying to be better. So please, do not let me let you down.
And he wasn't saying this as Magneto. He was saying this as a scared little boy who went
you're
through
saying
the
it as
horrors
a-
the Third Reich had to offer.
Yep.
You were saying it as, what was it, Simon Petrikov or something? Maximov, something Maximov.
Max Eisenhart. That's his true name.
Alright.
Yeah, you were
Alright,
mixing him up
Maximov.
with Quicksilver.
Wanda.
Wanda and Quicksilver, because they both have Maximov in the last name. Yeah, I was thinking of Pietro Maximov.
Although I do prefer his other name, Eric Lenscher.
Yeah. All right.
You know what?
So anyway, they were
I like the sound of this so far. It sounds like some of the best of the comics writing.
Yeah.
But when writers remember what the X-Men actually are about.
Yeah.
So anyway, what happens after that is this. They head back to the mansion. Beast runs a test on Storm's blood. And it turns out the radiation has
Wow.
basically negated her powers.
Hmm.
And it's possibly permanent.
Oh.
You know, that means that Storm is a in terms of powers, is a confirmed unit loss.
Let's see.
And so, she leaves the mansion.
To where? Who knows?
However, the door then knocks, and standing at it is Jean Grey?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where things get a little Among Us-y.
Wait, what?
So it turns out, the Jean Grey that appeared on the store step is the real Jean. But the one that is not
Is a
That is the
clone
clone.
made by a Victorian-era egomaniac by the name of Nathaniel Essex.
but you know him better as
Mr. Sinister.
Damn it. I was
Yep.
thinking, oh, it's Phoenix, because it's always Phoenix. But Sinister, really? Of course.
not
Let's see.
forced. It's
I
actually a
didn't say
plot in
force,
the comics.
I didn't say force, I said of course.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't quite hear.
All right,
The- Anyway, what happens next is that the clone Jean is basically going through an existential crisis since Cyclops isn't really sure of who to trust. And that's when Sinister comes in. And this
Yep.
clone Jean becomes the Goblin Queen.
Yep. A woman whose magical powers are on par with my own Berserker class wife, Morgan.
so,
And that is something I do not say lightly, Michael.
so from what I understand of this character, she has the ability to basically replicate herself, or like
No.
cast illusions
No,
of herself.
Oh,
No, not that kind of goblin.
Imagine Jean, from what I remember, imagine Jean Grey's psychic powers being applied to magic.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hence why I say that hence the Morgan comparison.
Alright, lantern that won't go out in the
Oh,
rain.
dangerous-
And what follows
oh,
is
dangerous
basically
freeze storm,
mindfuck
which is-
the battle.
And it is not pretty. I can tell you that much. Basically, she takes inspiration from the epic known as Dante's Inferno.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we
And
go.
what happens next? Well, the X-Men managed to fight it off, and Jean Grey awakens from her coma, managing to fight off the remaining hallucinations with her own psychic powers.
As Jean is wont to do.
Alright, let's see.
So Goblin Queen escapes with Nathan in tow, and of course Sinister's gonna Sinister, so he starts experimenting on the baby.
Oh, jeez.
And he infects little Nathan with a techno-organic virus.
In the hopes that it would make him invincible.
Yep,
Yeah.
that. I know this plot. Cable comes in, doesn't he?
Oh,
little
Cable
later,
will be
but-
a little bit later, but yeah.
Knew it. Knew it.
So anyway, the X-Men, composing of Morph, Cyclops, Wolverine, no, not Wolverine, and Magneto, go to an old church in order to try and stop Sinister's plot.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, Logan is able to snap Jean out of her coma enough so that she can use a mental link with the Goblin Queen to basically fight her on her terms.
Yep.
And in doing this, she actually awakens Goblin Queen's humanity.
Let's see. Mosquito repellent.
Yep.
Oh, right.
However, in stopping Sinister, all he does is laugh and recite this: Ladybird, Ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire. Your child all gone.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, and even though Madeline's now part of my inner circle, alongside Morgan, I couldn't help but feel, what's the word I'm looking for, Mike?
Angry.
It was that, but there's another word I'm looking for. It's stuck at the tip of my tongue.
Well, I got chills from it.
Unnerved?
Are you sure it's not?
Yeah,
because
unnerved,
Old Man
let's go with
Winter's
that.
still here?
What was that, Cookie?
Are you
Provo?
sure it's not because Old Man Winter's still here?
No.
No.
That's a different kind of chill. I guess unnerved is the best word for it.
Yeah, unnerved, let's go
So
with
anyway, it turns out that, like John said, Nathan has been infected with the techno-organic virus. And the only way to save him is to send him into the future with Bishop.
How'd they pull that off?
Bishop has a time brace, remember?
Oh, I don't remember anything about Bishop in particular, so...
Well, how do you think Bishop got to the past?
I don't know anything about Bishop in particular, so...
Anyway, after being sent back to the future, Jean and Madeline share a final goodbye.
Meanwhile, in the deserts of Arizona,
We see Aurora at a bar, basically just either trying to drink her sorrow away or just relaxing. That's when a certain someone comes up to her and says, "Shame that the weather can't change." And that certain someone? Forge.
Okay.
The next episode is actually a two-parter.
Yep.
the first segment is called Motendo. It's Jubilee's 18th birthday, and she's really wanting to celebrate.
Okay.
But Magneto is not really in the mood for celebrations. You can tell he's trying to do his best to be a good teacher.
Which, yeah, I suppose his teaching method would be very different from Professor X's.
Yes, it would. He treats it more like a fight rather than a school, as it were. So Jubilee is a little upset and talks to Roberto, who are both in her room, and they notice a sort of Sega Genesis like console sitting there, a Motendo. Julie's not sure where she got it.
Let's see.
And needless to say, they get isekai'd into a game world made by Statistics SOB, and what is he anyway? Mojo.
He's basically an interdimensional TV producer. His name? Mojo.
I know who he is, but
Well, no, he's...
God.
Let's see.
All you know is that Mojo's a fucking problem. That's all you need.
You see,
I don't.
and guess what? This video game they're in, it's basically a throwback to the old X-Men. It's a throwback to the old X-Men arcade game.
I heard about that. Gotta love callbacks like that.
Yeah. I don't think there's. Yeah, but I don't think there's ever been an incarnation of Mojo that has not made my skin crawl, and that is the point of him.
Let's see.
So anyway, Jubilee and Roberto fight their way through alongside a strange-looking video game character.
Okay.
And at the final boss, it turns out this character is actually an older version of Jubilee by the name of Abscessa.
Huh.
Basically, Abscessa is a digital representation of Jubilee who has stayed in the arcade game for a long time.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to like Marvel comics in general.
Well, yeah, no, I got that, but that's like... What?
Mojo needed beta testers.
Yep. So
can
he.
you just send them an email or something? I don't
Mojo
know.
isn't like that.
Yeah, no. Mojo does what Mojo wants, and you can't really stop him because he's a reality bender.
Yeah, true.
Alright, let's see.
So anyway, in a final battle with Mojo, who has basically grown to gigantic size for the fight, we find out that Abscessa has a lot of moves that Jubilee is eager to learn, like a Destructo Disc of plasmic energy.
Ooh.
And she can even roller skate on plasmic energy too, kind of like Shadow's hover skates.
Okay, that actually sounds badass.
After escaping the video game, basically, Roberto and Jubilee are happy for this. And they celebrate a happy birthday. Meanwhile, in the second segment, Life Death Part 1, Forge has offered to give Storm back her powers. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work. It is then revealed that Forge was the one that created the mutant control collars for the government in case of, emergencies.
Mm.
And Ortho was... He took the news as well as one would expect.
I can imagine.
In other words, not well. So she storms off. No pun intended.
Unintended.
But as she
Hold
tries
on.
to ride off from the desert, the sky goes red, and a pair of red eyes stop her. She ends up crashing back into Forge's cabin, and it turns out that Forge was not the only one that wanted her to stay.
Dang it.
Guess who?
Oof.
The adversary.
Basically, Nanashi Mume in her final demonic form.
Think of the adversary like Stolas Arscoatia from Hell of a Boss, only a lot meaner.
Oh.
Yeah. Next, and meanwhile, all the way in the newly christened UN nation of Genosha,
Rogue and Gambit are celebrating alongside fellow X-Man, Nightcrawler. And they see that everyone is enjoying themselves in this new nation. However, things are about to go a little bad because Gambit has been suspecting that Rogue has been seeing Magneto on the side, as it were.
Oh.
yeah.
Because, well, and this was canon to the comics, too.
Where is
Because
there it is.
Magneto can form a field around himself that protects him from Rogue's parasitic touch.
Oh. I knew Magneto was versatile with his magnetism, but I didn't think he was that good with it.
The guy
Well,
can,
I mean, you
the
don't
shift
become an
axis of
Omega
the
level threat by just sitting around.
Anyway, Valerie Cooper offers to make Magneto the new, basically, ambassador of Genosha, and he accepts on one condition, that Rogue rule by his side. At first, Rogue does accept, but she realizes that love is more than just touch.
Hmm.
However, when
remember-
that happens, everything goes to hell.
Not just to hell, Mike. To hell, Heim.
Hey, so
Right.
just in case I sent you something.
Let me take a look real quick.
Anyway. And when I
Oh,
say
shit,
things go
they
to
actually-
Helheim,
They actually fucking fixed the street light here. Now I don't have to worry about getting stabbed.
Good.
And there's-
that's
and there's
something.
a pimple in my- And across
So
the
anyway.
street.
I'll go.
They're just sorry, just trying to avoid this pit bull coming out to try to attack us.
That's reassuring. Hello, living, breathing football.
Wait, what? Oh,
MSO's
MSO's here.
Hello,
Anyway.
also.
Only briefly.
Oh,
Because,
is that fucking cunt Emily still there?
yeah, she's closing tonight for some stupid reason, so yeah.
Fuck her. Hell, she sits on a cactus.
Anyway, I was just
Anywho.
gonna say, yeah, did you guys were you guys able to do the raid? I know I wasn't there to guide you, but...
Silver said we're gonna do it after the stream.
Wait, what'd you say, Cookie?
Silver said we're gonna do it after the stream.
Okay, well, Emily's still gonna be here, but whatever, it's fairly straightforward. I think you remember what we did, right, Cookie?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Don't worry,
Yep.
I'll
Also,
write
I
down
also,
Silver.
I also came in real quick because I don't have much time, but yeah, Silver, what did you think of the meme I sent you earlier today?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad you only showed me that one privately. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's because I was gonna say after Kojin said the thing about read a book you're stupid at showing, I was going to reference that, but it was like no, I can't do that on stream. I'll just show it to you in DMs. There we
Yeah.
go.
Right. So I must provide the camera of shame for this cat.
Oh, look, a kitty.
This cat of mine keeps breaking into the fucking closet when I keep telling him not to.
Yeah, my thing about Drake is she is a cat mom.
That's cute.
yeah.
Fuck cat.
I
Lance,
think you mean dad,
Lance,
because everyone is daddy. Oh, by the way, new guy, welcome to Koki's daddy harem.
He has a name.
I have now put Lance in Sky Jail.
Sky Jail.
The Sky Jail.
Yes, the Sky Jail. Look,
There
it's
we go.
heavy and squirmy, so it's hard to keep him in there for more than a minute.
Oh dear.
Ugh.
So,
Right.
is it okay if I continue?
If
Um,
we continue, yes.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, MSO.
Oh yeah.
In
Well,
case-
let me
in case you-
head out then. Anyway, it was
Alright.
nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you, dude.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can actually sit down and talk when another time when my manager's not around. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Silver, have a good stream.
Alrighty,
See ya.
take it easy.
Lance.
Right.
So anyway, what happens next is basically a massive raid on Genosha thanks to the Sentinels.
Basically, as
And-
our good friend Eric put them in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, mutant hunting abominations.
And it is not going well for the mutant kind. Basically, what happens is a lot of mutants die, and it turns out Magneto is possibly one of them.
Yeah.
Go figure.
His seemingly last words, as he was protecting Leech and a few other mutants, was, "Do not be afraid," in German. Possibly a reference to what his own mother probably said to him during the Blitz.
Oof.
And
Yeah, that hits hard.
also saving Best Boy Leech and his actually really terrible powers.
Well, he had to do something. He cares about the mutants.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I'm celebrating him saving Leech, because I love Leech. I love how bad he is. And how bad
Anyway.
his powers are and how much he just tries.
Anyway, Gambit then tries to stop the Sentinels himself after Rogue is enraged at losing another father figure, as it were.
Yeah.
But he gets speared through the stomach by the gigantic Tri-Sentinel Master Mold.
Oh,
His last words on this earth?
The name's Gambit, mon ami. And then we see the tentacle that speared him start to glow with kinetic energy. And then he finishes it off by saying, "Remember it." And the
Yeah.
Tri-Sentinel go boom.
But
You
at
know
a
what? That's
horrific
the big
cost.
Gambit way to go. Flirting. Gambit just fucks anything that moves. So him dying by delivering some like pickup lines is all too fitting.
let's see.
And
Yeah.
Rogue kneels next to Gambit's corpse, saying, "I can't feel you anymore."
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Remy LeBeau.
One
yeah.
for us.
And one for the Raging
Oh,
Cajun. The next episode, Life Death Part 2, is actually another two-prong. The first prong takes place in the Shi'ar homeworld.
Okay.
Now, as you
Yeah.
remember from the 92 series, Xavier left for the Shi'ar homeworld so he could be cured of whatever Gyrick did to him.
And that's when we get introduced to the biggest piece of work this side of the solar system, Deathbird.
The angered and estranged sister of Princess Lilandra.
Oof.
And when I say she's a big old piece of work, yeah, you should have saw what social media said about her calling our planet, and I quote, a Milky Way ghetto. Her words, not mine.
Ow.
To quote a certain old world person, "The burden of Deathbird's arrogance is too great for me."
Yeah. So
There we go.
Xavier, being the goat that he is, puts them in their place with their lecture.
We're getting ahead. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, putting the cart before the horse.
What happens is basically Lilandra has announced her engagement to Professor Xavier. However, of course, Deathbird is not happy with this, and neither are many of the Shi'ar elders. So they challenge Xavier to undergo a sort of ritual that will basically cleanse his memory of all of Earth. However, when he's asked to basically forsake his X-Men,
Oh boy.
he can't do it. He just can't do it.
So what does the man do instead?
Well, when everything goes to hell, he puts them all in a psychic classroom and teaches them that their way of life is nothing more than basically a charade of might makes right. Kind of similar to our own society, if you get my meaning.
But things go from
Very, very bad. Because he now gets these psychic visions of over 1,000, probably 1,000,000 skeletons in the classroom, and a gigantic Gambit being transformed into a skeletal creature and firing a green beam at him.
And that's when Charlie Boy decides to forego this whole Shia thing, those Shi'ar
He needs
thing.
to return.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be so sad when he sees what has happened.
Meanwhile-
Oh, Drake, you have no earthly idea.
Meanwhile, back with Storm and Forge, it turns out that the bite that the adversary gave Forge is a poisonous one.
Yeah. The antidote?
A single cactus located inside of a mesa.
But
Oh
there's
boy, is someone getting ass raped with a cactus?
No.
getting
No.
cured with a cactus, Koki.
Specifically the
that's boring.
sap of a cactus.
But anyways,
It turns out this cactus is also up the shaft of a very, very claustrophobic tunnel.
and as we know, Storm has a crippling claustrophobia issue.
As she climbs, the adversary is taunting her, saying that the high road will only get her killed, that she should just give up, live out her daydream of being human.
And that ended up
Going nowhere, because Storm decides to basically say, I believed that lie for so long. It wasn't just the neutralizer tampering my powers. It was the lie that I believed. And when the adversary says, if you don't believe the lie, humanity will thunder down upon you, she says, let them thunder, for I am lightning.
Let's see.
and then the adversary gets turned into Fried Owl. And
Storm
basically
returns. Storm has returned to her true goddess form, and is clad in her classic X-Men outfit, the black one with the tiara.
Ooh.
which, if I remember right, was one she used in Rise of the Imperfects. You know, that Def
Yes,
Jam
and
esque
as well
Marvel
as her-
fighting game.
as well as her original appearance in the X-Men comics.
That is a nice touch.
Yeah.
However, when she finds out what happened to Genosha, she is shocked. She could have been there. She could have helped.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not sugarcoat this. I have been there. But
The
yeah.
next episode is a
well,
very sad one.
because first off, Nightcrawler, who by the way is a devout servant of God,
Yeah.
is basically giving the eulogy to poor Gambit.
Yeah. With not just his compatriots at the Thieves Guild.
But as an X-Man. And where do you think
And-
Rogue is during this?
Well, cuts to what happened at Ross's base.
Alright.
Yeah, the base was strong enough to hold the Hulk, but if you remember, Rogue ain't the Hulk.
Yeah, Rogue is Dr. Bruce Banner. Rogue is not.
And Rogue tears through,
Yeah.
basically asking the location of Bolivar Trask. She wants revenge, and she wants it now.
Yeah.
You know what? Rogue is not a person you want to be on the bad side of when you remember what her powers are.
Yep.
Yeah. And
You know, her
instead of
powers are
Timu
essentially
Oppenheim,
I suck your life away.
Moving
Oh,
on.
we almost forgot to say. At the end of the last episode, you find out who Trask was working for.
Guess who?
No,
No, seriously,
Mr.
guess.
Sinister.
no problem.
Wow.
Full
We're in
circle.
The suspension of disbelief. Why?
I mean,
Yeah. And he's working with someone else.
But we'll get to that when we get to it. Basically, Ross tells her that Gyrick, who would know where Trask is, has been moved from his prison. But he doesn't know where.
So this
So-
sends Rogue on a wild goose chase where she meets good old red, white, and blue Boy Scout.
Captain America.
Oh, Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cap is also pretty much devastated by what happened at Genosha. And he wants to help, but his hands are tied by the government. He can't do much. But
So
it's-
what does Rogue do?
Well, after learning about Operation OZT, she basically makes a sort of a pun in a way, saying, if your hands are tied, you're not going to need this.
And then just straight yeet his shield halfway across the goddamn Narnia.
Okay, that's funny.
Afterwards, it turns out that that Gyrick is in Juarez, Mexico, but it's not a prison. It's more of a resort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So they're living it up in Hotel California?
Pretty much.
Ba-dum-bum-tis. Anyway. And yes, Akoki, I did get the reference. I just wanted to do the thing. But
And how
anywho,
fitting you say that. You'll see soon. What happens next is basically Rogue uses her parasitic touch to basically read Gyrick's mind.
Okay.
And it turns out that Trask is in Madripoor, and he also contacts the X-Men, who are on a sort of a rescue mission at Genosha, trying to find any other survivors of the Sentinel attack.
and they find one in Emma Frost, if I remember right.
Yep. And Emma Frost has just exhibited a second power.
The ability to turn her body into a diamond-like substance.
And she even
Now,
makes
we
a
all
joke saying, I was always good under pressure.
Ah.
Which, considering the circumstances, yeah, heck of a time for jokes.
Time and place, Emma. Time and place.
But anywho,
They
the
head to
X-Men pull
Madripoor.
up to Manipur, and guess who's there?
Poor man's Oppenheimer. He's even quoting it in sorrow.
And guess who? Anne Rogue, who after making Trasky Boy spill the tea, drops him off the roof of a building.
Now, to be fair, she's upset. She's angry. She just lost 2 loves of her life. You probably do the same.
Yeah.
However, it turns out that Trask is still alive in a sense.
Yep. And turned into something far, far worse.
Let's see.
The first of the Prime Sentinels. You see, Operation OZT stands for Operation Zero Tolerance.
And Mike, you overlooked something. When
All
Rogue was
right.
with Tap, this was Black Book operations.
Not even he knew about it. Speaking of which, Koki, you remember when you said code Hotel California?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, Gyrick could check out any time he liked, but thanks to a certain someone, he could never leave. Because someone snuck in and killed him for almost spoiling the surprise.
Oof.
Yep.
Gotta love this soundboard.
Yep. And after a mostly one-sided fight, we find out who that someone is.
Hold on, we forgot one thing.
Oh,
Trask does pretty much body the X-Men, but someone saves them. A certain man out of time.
Cable. Hence why I said it was mostly one-sided.
Yep, used the EMP cluster grenade.
Let's see.
Now,
And now we find out who the culprit truly is. The true leader of Operation Zero Tolerance. Bastion. A bizarre combination of both human and sentinel. A technopath.
and one of the fastest rising generals of an enemy organization, Silver, Mike and I have been tailing for a good bit.
Yep.
Alpha Omega.
The next episode is one that really gets people shocked. Because it turns out Bastion has been using Operation Zero Tolerance to turn normal humans into sentinels. All in the name of preserving humanity. And Cable tells the story of a future where Charles' dream does come true, but not in the way he intended. Humans and mutants do coexist peacefully. But this utopia was built on the backs of a mutant.
Let's see.
Yep. And Beast does say something that, well, he says that the mystics of Kamartaj spoke of absolute points in timelines.
Think of them as fixed anchors. No matter how hard you try, you can't change them. You can't just go back in time and shoot Hitler.
Linchpins.
Pretty much.
Something like
That's
that.
why he couldn't stop Genosha from happening.
And he's tried, well,
Many
tried enough
times.
to the point where he wanted to just cut his losses.
Eventually, Operation Zero Tolerance goes into full effect. And every human that has been infected with the techno-organic virus is transformed.
Yep.
Roberto's own mother disowns him, basically.
Jesus.
And somehow things go from screwed to Jim Jones passing out Kool-Aid.
Because after that, the X-Mansion gets blown up. Again.
You'd think they'd have insurance.
Hell of a time for jokes.
Just saying.
Rummy? How the fuck do you think they keep paying to get it rebuilt?
However, this all pales in comparison to what happens next. Valerie Cooper has released Magneto. And as he flies to the North Pole, Valerie gives out a speech saying, I felt something when I saw what happened in Genosha. Fear. Anger. But it doesn't matter, because humans will all think of this as deja vu anyway. They don't really care. They'll feel sorrow for a minute, and they'll just get over it. But when I saw what happened, one thought went through my mind. The only thought that could, when there's a giant robot coming at you who's programmed to crush you. Magneto.
Was right.
And in a final act of defiance, Magneto unleashes a powerful electromagnetic wave which blankets the planet, shutting down all power to everything. Pacemakers, hospitals, food supplies, engines. Even the Prime Sentinels aren't safe.
And while Morphe Boy thinks that Magneto saved their asses, Wolverine, long-lived as he is,
He's the
knows
problem.
there's
Knows what he's-
something more sinister about.
Yep, Magneto has officially declared war on all of humanity. He has finally had enough. Things look bleak, but then a Shi'ar escape craft comes down, and guess who's inside?
Our good friend Charles Xavier.
And he lets out that familiar rallying cry.
To me, my X-Men.
That is such a good line.
And finally, we
is.
come. And finally, we come to the latest episode in this two-part finale. In this three-part finale. So, it turns out Magneto's assault has severely left the Earth's magnetic field out of whack. In 12 hours, all of civilization is going to end. So not only do they have to stop Bastion and his Prime Sentinels, but they also have to convince Magneto, who has finally had enough of humankind, to restore power to the Earth and to restore the field.
But Wolverine ain't having none of that with the latter.
Yeah, Magneto is not going to just restore power to the people that have just basically said, screw you, mutant. Magneto, meanwhile, pretty much brings Asteroid M back from the dregs of the sea. And heads back up to low orbit. Meanwhile, Bastion is preparing for the final phases of his plan. So now, the X-Men are on a two-pronged assault. Blue Team are going to be going to Asteroid M to stop Magneto. Gold Team are headed to the Galapagos Islands, where Bastion has made his base. Pretty fitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
After all, what is mutation but another key of evolution?
True.
eventually, we see that Bastion has basically captured Rogue. No, not Rogue. But before this, Rogue and Roberto have finally had enough and join Magneto when he offers. They leave the planet to die.
I mean, when you consider the crap they went through,
What happens next is basically a total clusterfuck, a snafu.
yeah, things go
Pear-shaped.
not just pear-shaped.
Nuclear.
They go DEFCON -1.
Basically, in the assault on the Galapagos, Bastion is using his technopathy to control a bunch of older Sentinel models, and they shoot down the Blackbird that is coming down there.
Again.
Sinister is controlling Cable through a diamond on his head.
The self-same diamond he used to control Madeline.
John wasn't happy about that.
Yeah.
And it seems that Jean may have been killed. At least according to the vision that Cyclops saw. However, things get worse on Asteroid M. Much worse. Charles cannot reason with Magneto any longer. He is all out of mercy. So the X-Men have to fight. And in the battle, Wolverine finally manages to do what no one else could. He manages to wound Magneto with a stab to the side with his adamantium claws.
But... oh boy.
I think you all know what's coming next.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Anyone who's read the Fatal
Mhm.
Attraction storyline knows where this is about to go, but for those of you who haven't, let me just say this in the... You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. He rips Wolvie's adamantium out of his alpha-damned skeleton.
Despite Xavier pleading for him not to do it. But like I said, Magneto is all out of mercy.
Yeah. And then they end up going to our dimension, wanting help.
Yeah. Let's just say that in the timeline of our little RP,
Yep.
we have our own X-Men team.
Ah.
They're similar to the ones from the 90s, but
With a few added bits of help.
Ah. Okay. Anyway. Oof. Oof. That was a lot of story.
yeah. So now you know.
Yeah.
Oof. How am I doing on those three?
So yeah,
Could use some Harry
the
Banana.
final episode is coming next Wednesday.
Well, this coming Wednesday.
Yeah, this coming Wednesday, it's finally gonna happen. The
Oof.
end of
Of season
Tolerance is
1.
Extinction, Part 3.
Oof.
Yep. Finale's coming. And I've been
And the
moving
way I
heaven
see
and
this
earth.
could go one of two ways. One, Rogue uses her powers to betray Magneto and use his powers to basically restore the Earth. And they finally managed to defeat Bastion with Storm, ironically using a neutralizer technology to stop Bastion for good. Or two, Magneto and Charles's mind fused together during a massive try to basically undo what Magneto did, and we all know what came of that.
Hmm.
Onslaught.
Let's see.
Either way, something tells me that no one's getting out of this unscathed.
Yep.
Especially not us.
Oh,
You know, they
wait,
say-
weaker, the better.
No rest for the wicked or the weary.
Yep, that means I gotta work double time on these decks and some such.
All right.
Much my
let's
Lapine
see.
compadre.
Oh, you should tell them what happened at the World of One Piece.
Oh, that
Oh yeah.
maybe we should save that for another day. We've already gotten a lot of story for now.
That's
How about
fair.
just give them the Spark Notes version then?
All right. The world government are being idiots,
Okay. Yeah.
and they have basically targeted our mutant friends.
One of whom is dating a certain Brit we happen to have a bit of an acquaintance with.
Ah, right. Let's see.
Let's just say he's ready to bring the noise.
Oh, it's
That's pretty good.
Banshee.
Oh, not Banshee. I'm talking
Banshee
the merc with the... Banshee is one of the targets, yes, but he's not who we were talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about one of the most aggravating people I have ever had the pleasure, or displeasure, depending on who you ask, to deal with.
The merc
Is it-
with the mouth.
Ooh, Deadpool.
See, when you say bring the noise, I immediately think, in the context of like the X-Men, I literally think of Banshee or Black
Or
Bolt.
Siren?
Or Siren, yeah. I was about to say Black Bolt, due to his
Technically,
association
Black Bolt
with.
isn't part of the X-Men. He's part of the Inhumans.
Let me
Heck,
finish,
he's a member
let
of
me
the
finish,
Inhumans royal
let me finish,
family, if I remember right.
All right.
Let me finish.
But
I think of him because of the fact that he and Xavier were in the Illuminati. They were in that organization.
Oh.
That makes sense. Didn't they also work in that organization in that dimension that Doctor Strange ended up going to?
Yup, Doctor Strange, Namor, Professor Xavier, Black Bolt, Tony Stark, and Mr. Fantastic.
Magic Vision.
Namor was also in the Cabal, which was the dark side, which really just cements the fact that Namor doesn't care about sides. Namor's just gonna Namor.
Yeah. It's like that one line from Power Rangers in Space. Whose side are you on? I'm on my side.
Mm.
I remember that the similar questline broke up the Illuminati, because like two members were on the side of like anti-registration, two on pro-registration. Black Bolt said this was a issue for Americans to deal with and went back to his people. And Morley said, I don't fucking care. Morley said, I don't care. I'm from here. Like, Black Bolt at least had the decency to say, I mean, this isn't really a thing for me to make a statement on, given that I'm the king of another country, another, like, group. Morley said, fuck you guys and your problems, they don't matter to me. Which I love Namor and how little he cares.
Imperious
He's
Rex.
a dick. He's the kind of dick where you're always wanting to see what he's gonna do next. If that makes sense.
It does, to be honest.
Yeah, and the Brit in question? A one Benjamin Kingston.
Also known as the King of Fiction.
Yep,
You got to eat.
he's a buddy of ours.
Yeah,
There it is.
and mind you, Ben is probably one of the most chill, nicest human beings I've ever had the pleasure of welcoming to the Alliance.
Yeah,
Like,
Ben's a pretty
if
cool
there's
dude.
anything on my mind, I mean, if there's anything on my mind, I could trust his judgment on anything. Even though he gives me the business for liking women that could snap my neck at the same time it takes me to breathe.
Well, to be fair, half the time is because you just straight up bring it up yourself like that.
He's got you there.
I know you ain't talking, Mister. I'm dating a vampire.
Hey, so what if I am?
He meant me with Carmilla.
Oh, right. But still,
Still.
Still.
I'm also known to basically simp for the muscular women.
Yeah. Although you aren't as subtle about it as Kojin is.
No, he's actually... I'm pretty sure he's actually more subtle about it because Kojin's kind of in your face about it.
That was the point, my electrokinetic friend.
In other words, Kojin is as subtle about it as a flying mallet.
Yeah, a flying mallet that knows 65 million ways to bury you.
But still,
A flying mallet. So a magic mallet?
yes.
So Thor's hammer?
Yes.
Yes.
I was making the Yu-Gi-Oh
Sorry,
reference,
Mike.
but okay.
It's like we share the same brain cell on that.
Let's see. Sometimes I
Oh,
like
my
decisiveness during the battle. Maybe there's a potion that can help as long as it doesn't have witch mushroom. Should be good.
And oh yeah, Mike.
Hmm?
Dumb question. You have pretty much all heroes, right? Like Vision Hero, Destiny Hero, Elemental Hero, Evil Hero.
Pretty much, yes. But I also have my own custom ones called Alloy Heroes and Excel Heroes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Tell them about 'em.
But basically, Alloy Heroes are based off of Tokusatsu, which Mike
Like-
likes.
To be specific, Metal Hero Tokusatsu.
And Excel Heroes are based off of Marvel.
Makes sense.
But anyway, he also has two more decks that are personally made by me. A Noble Knight deck and a Gladiator Beast deck. Well, 3 if you count the Super Quantals.
I call this the Gladiator Beast deck. For those about to duel, we salute you.
Okay. That's good. I appreciate the AC/DC reference.
That is also what gladiators would say when they are about to fight. We who are about to die salute you.
But anyway,
Let's see.
do you have a preference to which deck you like to use in case Bastion and his boys show up to the function again?
Simple. If they decide to show up, I'll be hitting them with the full force of elemental heroes.
Yep. I kinda figured as much.
Because you
Me,
can't go
I'm
wrong.
I'm more of a versatile kind of guy.
Although, I'm not opposed to using a sorcerer deck.
Ooh.
A magician deck. Interesting. I'll make a note of that.
Oh, and if possible, I could use an Amazoness deck. Because after all, one of my dual spirit waifus is an Amazoness fighter.
People seem to really like the Amazons.
I'm more of a
You see?
harpy lady kind of guy, but that's only because what I saw in my childhood. before I became the ice-spewing, snark-flinging, versatile deck-using Lopier you see before you.
I was pressed as
I don't really have any card crushes, but Galaxy Eyes all the way.
Yeah. Drake!
Let's
Drake,
see. Dexterity. I should
there's
have a
not so much trouble. Can you DM what you were going to be bringing to the party come Wednesday?
What was that?
Your Galaxy Eyes deck.
Okay.
Because, let's just say, if Kojin is Vegeta, Drake is Nappa.
I'm not dueling Kojin anyways.
Wait.
It's called a comparison.
Is that good or bad? I can't tell.
Yeah,
It's
because
a compliment to her dueling skills.
Oh,
I don't think Nappa's the one you'd want to compare her to in that analogy.
Well, what about Cell?
That would be more on par.
Because anyone who knows Cell knows his entire existence is just quotables, especially in his perfect form.
and don't forget his abridged incarnation.
Oh yeah, no. His abridged Cell is amazing.
A bridge Cell, a true treasure.
How did all
I
these
am
squares
good.
make a circle?
No, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot. And that one's still green.
One's still green. God, sometimes the thing about me and Mike, sometimes we share a brain cell.
Yep. I'll need a dexterity potion by the look of
And
it.
of course, finally, I made my perfect arena. Marble white, 16 by 16, and everything.
Let it go, Cell.
There you go, Cell.
You have work to do.
You have shit to do. But yeah,
Let's see.
there's a reason why, out of everyone duelist here, Silver has not been able to beat her Galaxy Eyes deck.
Well, to be fair, it doesn't help that I'm also kind of rusty on it myself, so yeah. Let's see. She needs mana.
And, oh yeah, Mike, I mentioned Morgan, who happens to be a Lost Belt ruler. Don't you also have one in Skahak Scotty?
I
Well,
do,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, for some reason, Mike has enough, animal magnetism, no pun intended, to score with a Lost Belt ruler long before I did.
Ah, crap. Yeah.
You should also tell them how I enhance the servants.
That might be another. That might be a story for another time, because.
Yeah, another weekend stream since you usually work on weekdays, Mike.
That's true. Although I should tell you that the week after this coming week, I'm off.
Oh, the whole week? Nice.
Well, that means you get to see something interesting in Mega Man Maker.
Oh, yeah.
Is
So,
it anything like Super Mario Maker?
It was a fan game, basically taking the Mario Maker formula and applying it to the Mega Man games. So
Interesting.
so basically, you make your own Mega Man levels.
Again, interesting.
Yeah, I do remember them saying that they're going to be adding something in an update. I forget what it was. I want to say it was one of the Mega Man 11 weapons, but I don't remember for sure. Oh no! In an update coming up, they're going to add Plug Ball for Mega Man 9. That's what it was.
Oh, Alpha, I just remembered something. Silver.
Yeah.
You remember that one FGO stream during the FGO Lloyd Malloy crossover where I asked, where you asked, where I don't know if it was me or Drake that asked that if you would with the familiar of Lady Rains.
Oh yeah. Trimau.
Yeah, Trimau. And Mike, you weren't there for this, but
On.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep a straight face while I'm telling this story.
Give him a minute.
Hold on. Okay, so Silver has a soundboard on his Twitch chat, and one of them is the Pinhead "I Came" line from Dead by Daylight. And
Oh God.
Yes.
yeah. And somebody in chat, I forget who it was, pressed it as if it were Silver's response. Oh Lord.
Yeah, that was hilarious timing, I will admit.
And then it was just, dude, we did not let him get up.
Why you do this? Why you all do this?
Michael just. Oh yeah. Also, Mike.
Hmm.
Did you ever tell the guys about that Celebrity World Championship and what we are dealing with right now with a certain somebody that is
I'll leave
pure
that
metal
to
and
you.
using ancient gears?
I'll leave it to you, my friend, since you're the dueling expert.
All right.
Can I do that? There we
Well, you guys know about ancient gears, right? Used by Doc Crowler. In
I know
Duel
of it.
Academy. Well, let's just say a certain someone decided it'd be a great idea to make a dueling robot with Ultron's philosophy.
Technically, he was just a prototype before, but then when he found out about Ultron himself,
Oh boy.
he assimilated his personality.
Yeah, you can kind of see where that's going.
Yeah, he absolutely curb-checked Shapiro's cyber dragons into the second circle of Helheim. We all remember where we were when that happened.
Yep. And then he decided to basically turn Iron Mike into Iron Filings.
Oof.
No. He didn't turn Iron Mike into Iron Filings. He turned him into a smoked brisket. Because remember, he attacked with King Dempsey, and Ultron used blazing mirror force.
Oh, yeah, nope. Grilled like George Foreman.
Grilled like Foreman, baby.
Creative ring on
And now in the latest of the Celebrity World Championships, Ultron will be facing off against our president.
What?
And I'm hoping it's AI stuff. Don't worry about it. But to Mike's point, he's gonna be facing off against Joe Biden and his elemental heroes.
Oh boy.
Oh, Alpha, have mercy on the man.
But hey, if Jaden could beat Doc Crowler,
Biden can turn Ultron into Iron Filings. But oh boy, he's gonna have an uphill battle. Cause his Iron Mike, Alpha rest his soul once put it, that robot's got backup plans for his backup plans.
Oof. Let's see. There we go. Let's go ahead and haggle.
Just thinking about what he did to Iron Mike just makes my Alpha damn skin crawl.
There we go. Potion that will help me dodge blows better during battle. There should be.
Don't even get me started on his Ultron drones.
I could have sworn I had. There they are.
Any of those? Too many of these gem armadillos. My bad.
But let's see. As I was saying earlier, Mondays I mainly do Mega Man Maker. I've started doing a fighting game dojo stream on Tuesdays. Lately, I've just been using them to help get better at Guilty Gear. I've got Guilty Gear Strive.
And per my suggestion, our good friends, our electrokinetic hombre, Pat, has gotten 2 out of the 3 DLC passes.
Yeah, I still need to get the third one because I want to get Slayer so bad when he comes out.
Yeah. So, maybe not this coming week, but next week, when you're off all week, which will prove very fruitful.
Let's see. Yeah, if I remember right, they said that Slayer comes out on the 20th, was it? It was the 20th or the 30th? One of the two.
I think it was the 20th. Let me check. Alpha, let's double tab.
Let's see.
Player DLC release date. That's not what I want. There we go. Year Strive. May 30th.
It's the 30th. Damn it. So I'll have to wait a little longer. Potion that could make walls protect against cold better. There we go. And let's haggle. Oops. Oh, dang it, I messed up. Yeah, best case scenario. We could use some kind of explosive potion down in the mines. Do you have one? Yes. Let's see, where do I have it? Yep. My incendiary explosion potion. Nope, never mind.
Doesn't incendiary just create flame?
Yeah, but it explodes as well.
Oh, I'm just trying to make sure. Because I know incendiary grenades are really handy to have in Resident Evil 4.
Yep.
Because they help burn the Las Plagas.
Yeah, I sort of just named it that as a joke because, I mean, it's explosion level 3 and fire level 1. Alright, let's see.
Yeah. So, next week, you'll probably see a few of the running gags on that stream. Like, for instance, whenever he faces Asuka.
We love casting spells.
Oh, that's right. That was one of the sound effects of the stream, but you didn't hear that, did you, Michael?
I heard it.
Oh.
Yeah. Or whenever Silver is gonna bring up what happens next stream.
Tomorrow.
When
Oh.
Braga, when
Shoot.
What?
Koki, whenever you're here, I'm showing Mike some of the running gags on my favorite soundboard.
Oh, Froggy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And as I said, Koki is so small, you can probably fit her in your pocket. I mean, on account of her being a literal talking Koki frog. But Eh.
I just now saw Michael's avatar, and I just want to take a needle to every muscle popping, and see if they pop, like actually pop.
Oh, they don't pop. Trust me.
Yeah, the thing about Mike is, he was born prematurely, and were it not for a doctor who, as good fortune would have it, worked for the Nova Corps, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. Do you have any potions that help with intimate affairs?
Yeah,
Okay,
but thanks to that, well, let's let Vegeta say it.
I am the hype.
You just had that one ready, had you?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Somebody's about to channel LA Knight.
Uh-oh.
This I gotta. Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
screw it.
there we go. And Grizamora.
Okay, so I like this little thing.
Also,
Choose your destiny.
also, whenever I see man-made horrors beyond my mortal comprehension,
Yes.
Can I add sounds? How do I add sounds?
You would need to have an MP3 file, I believe.
Oh, never mind then.
Wait a minute. Don, you're talking about horrors beyond your beliefs? I have a whole folder full of them.
Goki.
yeah, moving on. Sweat drop. But anywho, those are some of the running gags.
Alright, let's see.
I'm just glad we all have a good.
Friendship.
Again. Yeah. Between Small Frog, Ice Dragon Gremlin. By the way, you might want to use that Neogradium armor of yours in case she gets the bright idea to bite your legs.
No, no worries. Neogranium is pretty much strong. You should tell him how strong it is.
Okay.
Armor protect against.
Neogradium body armor. Alright.
Thought I had to. There it is.
Here's regular knight armor. Easy to cut through, right? And now here's Neogradium. I choose to do that. Oh. Ah,
Oh, God.
jeez. I forgot my Issa magic. Kinda turns the tips of my fingers into razor sharp claws. Yeah, my wrist is gonna be sore tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Krillin. Ah. Yep. Ugh.
Alright.
Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta take care of someone right now.
Alright. Let's see.
And then. Alright, taken care of.
Crap.
Well, that happened.
Oh, I gotta check out all these funny things from the Mortal Kombat soundboard.
Okay.
Yummy.
I don't remember that one.
Where's smoke?
Let's
Will
see.
you settle for me sausage?
I forgot Kano said that.
This was my favorite.
Dude, how many do you think I'm gonna play?
Yes.
I do. In particular, I do like the things Raiden says in his attacks because it's just a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah.
Yay, Papa, yay!
It always sounds like it sounds like a "Are you my buddy?" I think, or "I need my money."
Johnny's in the car.
Yeah, Johnny's in the car.
It's funny you mentioned that because
your mercy.
Freaking Shang Tsung. Let's see.
You are
Yeah.
playing with death, foolish one.
this is what I have to work up. This is what I have to work with sometimes.
Let's see.
When you're the leader of the Alliance, Drake, Koki, you have to have the patience of a saint. Because
Let's
I'm
see.
too busy. Cause I don't have time to be a clown like Silver and Mike. No offense,
I mean, you could always be a
Okay,
clown
then.
while you're at it.
because I'm too busy running this entire circus. And speaking of circus, going back to '97 real quick, there's also this thermonuclear stray thrown Bryan Singer's way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cable's like, am I going to war or a circus?
And Cyclops responds, "What'd you expect? Black leather?"
I love that line.
And we all know what that's a reference to.
Yep.
You actually go out in these things.
What'd you expect? Yellow spandex? I love that callback.
Wasn't just a callback, it was a stray.
Alright, let's see. Relaxation potions.
It was basically tick tick boom.
Oh, nope, not that kind. So, it would need to be... There it is. Strong potion of hallucinations. This person just wants to get high.
So basically, peyote.
I was gonna say LSD.
Lose some Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, huh?
Don't quit your day job anytime soon, Mike.
No, that's actually what it's called. That's one of the street names.
There it is.
Oh no, I get that. It's just I was thinking more of the Beatles with that one.
That's
Hey,
where...
It is a Beatles song. Don't get me wrong.
Let's see.
And I have mad respect for the for those mop top kids from Liverpool.
Might as well be speaking Greek, bruh.
But yeah, peyote is actually a hallucinogenic cactus.
Ah.
I know you're not planning to do stuff to people with that, Frago.
It'll quench ya. It's the quenchiest.
Oh God. Juice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun.
Let's see. I'm gonna reconcile with the person who's very dear to me. Is there a person?
Moving on.
Ah.
Jeez. What are we even doing anymore with this stream?
Good question.
Having fun, that's what.
Ah. Dang it. Ah. I'll have to settle for that.
We're basically babysitting Silver.
I wouldn't call it babysitting.
If anything, you are baby.
I mean,
Heavy.
we gotta make sure Daddy Silver behaves.
You mean?
I behave
And
fine.
I'm just thinking out. Yeah. Oh, Mike. I just remembered another story. So, Silver was rolling on, I believe it was the Oniland banner when it was rerunning back in
Oh,
2021.
God damn it. Here it is again.
Alright, actually, Oniland FGO. Ah, that's the CE. I didn't need that. Alright, yeah, I'm actually, alright. Summoning campaign. Yep, Ibaraki was in there. So Silver was going for, I believe it was Lancer Ibaraki,
Yep.
if I remember right.
Sounds about right.
So Silver was doing his whole thing where he does the Koji Kitty, and he ends up rolling Berserker Ibaraki, and I was just gone. Like, my sides were in low-level orbit.
Yeah, and he's been holding it over my head since.
You forget, Silver. I have the memory of an elephant.
And I have bullshit no jutsu. Your point?
And said bullshit no jutsu ended up getting you a near NP5 Carmilla Reiner. Your point?
I take that as a point of pride, actually, especially considering that while I was at it, I got all the other servants from that event.
Are you guys gonna keep flirting?
Eh?
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, not you. I was wondering what Koki just said.
Like you guys were pretty much flirting.
No, more we were just, ribbing each other. Like you ever tease somebody and then you just nudge them in the ribs? Just to be like, hey, remember?
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, hold on. I just also remembered something that happened with my crazy luck. I got Melusine when Avalon Lefay, had its Part 2 banner in one ticket.
Dang, yeah, that was pretty good. And that means Melusine is the only one from Lost Belt 6 that I have not gotten at this point. Because I got Baobin C, I got Barghest, and a little after the fact, I got Morgan. Oh, I did also get, Percival and Habitrot.
I mean, Habitat was a given, considering...
Oh, no, I wasn't referring to the thing. I've been getting copies of Habitrot on the friend summon as well. The friend point summons.
I get what you mean, but I was talking about the first time.
Oh, the first time? Yeah, the first time was the copy that you get for completing the Lost Belt, yeah. Need a potion that will make me invisible. Invisibility level 3.
And if I remember right, you also got Oberon.
I did get Oberon.
Or Vortigern, depending on who you ask.
I haven't ascended him all the way yet, but I did get Oberon just a little after I got, Hephaestion from that, El Malloy, event.
Yeah.
Or the Rhaenys event, I meant.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
No.
I mean, Rhaenys and El Malloy are characters in the same anime, right?
Yeah, but the way you just said it made it sound like they were the same character. Which
I'm talking about the same event.
Yeah. Okay,
I
when you
ordered it a little better.
Yeah, I guess we both coulda. Let's see.
Yeah.
I would like a potion that increases
And
libido again.
I actually got Barghest and Chevalier Dion off of. I actually got MP2 Morgan or something out of like some Saint Quartz and Barghest off of a summon ticket.
Yeah. Oh.
Take a shot every time someone requests a potion of libido.
Take a shot every time. No. Do not actually take a shot every time that happens, because at this rate, you will die.
If not from the sheer amount of embarrassment that is the stream.
Then the alcohol poisoning. Let's see. I have a statue in my yard I don't like anymore. I want to put up a new one, but first I have to take down the old one. How do I do that? How about some demolition? Actually, wait. Actually, this one might work.
Hold up.
Pay for a
Wait a
potion
minute.
made from two. Oh, that's why that part wasn't.
Let me right here.
You know what? Screw it. I'll just give him the. I'll just give
Potion
him.
of libido.
Like that's ever gonna work.
That's not the kind of bang he's looking for.
Is it the energy drink that Calliope used to drink ad infinitum?
Not that kind of bang either.
Hey, you walked into that one yourself, buddy.
I did.
Wait, what kind of bang are we talking about?
The energy drink and sex.
Yeah, sometimes we have our heads in the gutter, Mike.
Oh, definitely.
Sometimes.
Don't we all?
Let's see.
I'm sorry, John, but did you say sometimes?
Yes.
I'm calling you out, motherfucker.
I can't hear you from up here, you little blue-scaled gecko.
Ooh, he talking shit.
He's talking shit. He's about to get eaten.
Oh, someone's into war.
And
That way.
I'm about to pull an Animaniacs. Good night, everybody.
It is time.
Yeah, Animaniacs was great. I love that show, but the reboot could have been a little bit better. I mean, the first season.
That's
First season they
The
cut.
reboot was garbage.
that's the problem with reboots. They don't quite catch the magic that the original series had.
Like I said, the first season was great. The second season, not so much. The third, don't even get me started.
Unless you want a really angry Nova Rabbit going at about... Yeah, have you ever been kicked in the head?
I mean, I've been dropped on the floor on my head.
Well, rabbits are known for their lower body strength.
Yep.
And Michael here
Being a buff
just
rabbit.
so happens to be being... Yep.
Let's see. All right. I think I'll go ahead.
Sorry about that.
I think I'll go ahead and finish this in-game day, and then we'll call it.
Yeah, because...
Bless you.
Thank you.
Where's number 2 and number 3?
That was number 2.
Okay, then bless you again.
Let's see. Strong potion of strength.
Oh, it's supposed to haggle.
Yep, that's what I'm haggling.
I love that from Monty Python's The Life of Brian.
Oh, that! Yeah. No. You're supposed to say 10 for this. You must be mad.
Oh God. But my favorite movie has to be Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes,
I love that movie.
You are currently just winning his heart right now, Michael. You have no idea.
Yeah, no. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I grew up on that shit.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? An African or a European swallow?
Oh, I don't know that. Oh wait, try that again. Okay. Let's try that again. Ready? Let me just find the right one. Here we are. Ready? Okay. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? An African or European swallow?
Oh, I don't know that.
How do you know so much about swallows? Well, it's one of those things you have to know when you're a king, you know. God damn it, I butchered the line.
My favorite scene of that whole thing is the taunting It's the taunting Frenchman.
Yes.
Asolfo doing that to MSO.
For
I
reference,
just saw MSO.
Hold on, guys. Forrest was trying to say something.
Sorry.
You don't threaten us, English pig dogs! Good! Boil your
Fine.
bottoms, son
Mike.
of a silly person!
Mike.
I blow my nose at you so cold!
Mike,
Arthur King! Huh?
sorry, Forrest was trying to say something.
Sorry.
what is the memo trying to say now?
Whoops.
That you love us.
Best case scenario.
Palms MSO. Lifts up MSO. Throws MSO at Asolfo. Oh, it's just a blank. What did I just
Anyway.
hear?
Forrest was trying to say something.
Sorry.
I remember I was trying to bloody say, for one. Two, I mean, I love Remy. I like the rest of your friends. I tolerate MSO.
Distinct difference.
Distinct difference. What I remember was, like, for reference on how much this man loves Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I believe that is the first movie you plan to show me once we've moved in together.
Yep.
I knew it. I knew it.
If not that, then Spaceballs.
Oh, I love Spaceballs! You have the ring. And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yes.
Now let's see how well you handle it.
What about me, and what level do I fall on?
I like you as a friend.
And Koki,
Another-
I actually kind of like you too.
You're making a bunch of friends all of a sudden, Cookie.
Yeah. A lot of people who actually want to lend an ear to your problems.
Well, when I
present
can, anyway.
present company included, Mr. Big Ears.
Anyway.
Sorry.
I guess this means that I have a third Michael on the friend list.
Yep.
Yep.
Damn it.
Has the fur ball.
Yes, the furball.
Kibby.
The kibby.
Kibby.
Yeah, the best way to win over
Nice.
Ben, a little word of advice considering my British BFF, Drake.
Yeah.
The best way to the man's heart, a kitten.
Kittens are nice.
Yeah, Ben loves kittens.
Yes.
Whenever he's feeling down, I usually send him a little video of a cat.
I still remember this. Remy was like, the way to my heart is 4 words. I remember, he said on Twitter, I took his tweet, shared it with him on here, and I said, I have decent Wi-Fi. I still remember that.
What is this game that's being advertised on the Switch called Endless Ocean?
Endless Ocean. I feel like I've heard the name somewhere. It sounds familiar.
I don't know what it is, but I'm getting all like the little icon avatars because hey, I love animals.
Alright. Sometimes I like decisiveness during battle. Maybe there's a potion that can help. Should have a... There it is. Strong potion of rage.
Alrighty then.
Oops.
Oh, that's a bad deal.
Dude, all you gotta do is
Recovering.
potion of Puerto Rican.
There we go. Saved it.
Well done, you.
See? Even with a procky start, I
Alright.
can haggle my way out of it. Alright. I think that will do it for today.
We ending the stream?
Yeah, he usually goes in about 2 hours.
Let's see. Tomorrow I will probably streaming at around the same time, give or take.
Great, so we can still talk to each other.
Yeah, might be more of this, might be a random game, might be just me doing fighting game things, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Tomorrow, also tomorrow's Mother's Day. Don't forget to say Mother's Day to all the mothers in your life.
That's right. You only got one mother, so treat her right.
So what you're saying is
Alright.
tomorrow I should play Mother 3.
Sure.
Moving
Also,
on from that.
I wouldn't mind you doing a playthrough of Mother 3, honestly.
Yeah, I did do Earthbound, and that one was fun.
You mean the same
And of course
Earthbound that has the
accepted,
most
Michael.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Well, of course accepted, Michael.
Excellent.
Anyway,
Welcome to my inner circle, my friends.
yeah. Oh, Drake.
What?
Before you forget, could you send Mike your Galaxy Eyes deck?
Alright.
I
And
promise
don't
I
forget
won't
to
call
add
you
your-
a...
Don't forget to check your friend requests. I just sent you one.
Koki, here's the thing. Depending on the way the fried potatoes are prepared, it can be vastly different experiences.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Referring to what you said in the food channel, doesn't matter if it's all fried potatoes. Depending on the way it's prepared, there's different textures, different experiences, different tastes. I usually see curly fries with that extra spice to make it bite.
Yeah, it's not the Cookie Monster thing of your stomach thinks all potatoes are mashed.
Yeah.
If I wanted something curly, that's why I'm going for onion rings.
Okay,
That's fair.
you know what? Yeah, fair.
For wedge, the best way to have wedge is oven roasted
Oh.
with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, a little bit of lemon.
Ooh.
Oh, here's something that Michael will definitely need to know. Silver absolutely loves pickles.
No, I do not.
Yes, he does. He absolutely does. Send him all the pickle memes you can find.
Only if they're covered in mayonnaise.
I'm not.
Oh,
I am
so
not-
hamburger.
I'm not the kind of guy to send a guy a meme unless I think it's actually funny, and I think they'll think it's funny. That's something you should know about me. I'm not one to
Well-
troll.
For reference's sake, Michael, Remy absolutely despises pickles even though they're good.
I just never liked them ever since I was a kid.
Hey,
Have
we all got our
more
different
taste.
tastes.
Yeah. And
I mean, for
this
me, I used to not
man-
like avocados, but I like them now, especially when they're in a taco.
Okay.
Also, Remy,
Fair.
you say that you don't like pickles, but when was the last time you even tried one?
Funny enough, this afternoon, I ordered
enough.
a chicken sandwich and I forgot to ask them no pickles.
Fair enough. Because I was gonna say, you know your taste buds change every few years, right? Maybe you like them now.
Yeah, nope.
I used to hate onions when I was a kid. I got into high school, suddenly I loved onions, and I have ever
Well-
since.
Forrest, and maybe he'll like them in the form of ice cream.
Oh, God.
Hey, Mike.
Look, Cookie, my ass is in enough trouble given that Remy knows for a fact I can hide pickles in his eggs.
Can we all stop shooting strays at Silver, please?
No!
When I called her an ice dragon gremlin, Mike, I wasn't joking.
I kind of figured that. But let me tell you something.
I tease out of love, I assure you.
Let me put it
Oh,
this.
so you're like Bart Simpson then?
Yeah.
Let me put
I'm
it.
just a dick.
Let me put
Are
it
you
this
saying
way. Let me put it this way. Forrest misses me, but her aim's getting better. Anyway, let's go
What was that?
ahead.
What is... That's from Gravity Falls, if I remember correctly.
Is it? I knew it was from somewhere.
I miss my ex. My ex still misses me. But her aim is getting better. Her aim is getting better.
All right.
Yeah, he just couldn't get anyone to laugh at it. Poor Grunkle Stan.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and raid Proton John, who's apparently doing a recap of the Throne Controllers Coliseum they had about a week ago. I will talk to you guys later. Let's go ahead and raid.
And the raid message is gonna be Daddy Libido Potion.
No.
No!